Hello everyone. Today we are in the chapter 1 of algorithm. And today we will know about the introductions. Here those types of problems will be solved. In problem solving process, first of all we have the problem, then analysis, then problem specification, design, algorithm with implementation, and last program with computation, and that's how we get the execution. That is the process of problem solving. Here are some examples, like as cooking recipe, the rules of how to play game, and describe any other techniques. Now, first of all, we need to know what is algorithm. This definition is by this person. Algorithm is a well-defined list of state instructions that describes the logic for solving the particular problem. Algorithm must satisfy the following criteria. It will have an input, output, it will have some definitions with finiteness, and lastly it have efficiency or effectiveness. Those criteria are mandatory for algorithms. Here are the difference between algorithms and programs. Algorithms are set of instruction and programs are expression of the algorithm in programming language. Algorithm is a person and program is a computer. It is a formal language, but program is not a formal language. This is initial detail, and in programming section it has every detail. So the difference between programming and algorithm is important for your examination. Components of algorithm: variables and values. Here integer is the type and count is the name of the variable. Variable is a place where we need to store some data. Instructions. Instructions are steps to do step-by-step instruction. Suppose multiply A into B. This is an instructions. Now, sequence. There must be a sequence. First of all, you need to execute line number 1, then 2, and then 3. This is known as a sequence. Procedure means the process that will describe how to do the program. Now, the selection one. Selection logic is the employees number which leads the selection of one out of several alternative models. There are several models for your algorithm, but in between them you need to choose one. Now lastly, repetition. You need to do repetition in your looping function. Here are some points about repetition in algorithm. Now, documentation. Documentation is the description part of your program. Here are some advantages of algorithm: step-by-step procedure, then definite procedure, finite procedure, easy to debug, easy to develop, independent, reduce complexity, increase flexibility, and easy to understanding. Those are the advantages of algorithm. Disadvantages of algorithm is given here: time consuming, expensive, inefficient, and requires a large amount of space. Expressions of algorithm is given here. Natural language is the language what we use generally. Now, the pseudocode. Pseudocode is a text-based algorithmic designing tool, or a program design language is known as pseudocode language. In this section, you can see that this one is an example of a pseudocode. The pseudocode language is constructed by these sections. The flowchart. The flowchart is the graphical representation of your algorithm. This will looks like this one. Here in this curve section you have the input, and this curve section is for the output, and this section are for the processing unit. Start and end are also in the oval size. That's how we define a flowchart for a program. This one is a decision flowchart. In this, for no condition, you will go to this process, and for yes condition, you will go to this process. And after that, here is a linker to link two processes. Looping flowchart. Here we are checking the condition. If it is yes, it is going to the process and again do its same. If the condition is no, then it will break and go out. Here are some points why we use flowchart for analyzing, designing communication between program and business humans. This flowchart is important for graphical view to a non-technical person to develop an understanding, to study a process improvement, to show the step by step an algorithm to improve the logical solving. Here are some components which are used in programming flowcharts. Each of those symbols have several meanings. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of flowchart. You can have a snap of them. Advantages of flowchart, and then disadvantages of using flowchart. In this complexity section, complexity is an algorithm is the function of f